Alrighty, here we go as we are getting ready to start up for the night with the matchup between SE Kamikaze and the Rectify Reapers. With this one, we have quite the Halloween matchup coming to you with a Reaper and a Ninja, so quite fitting for the day. As we got them coming in on kind of different sides of the spectrums, where we have SE Kamikaze starting the season 0-3, and Rectify Reapers starting the season 2-1. So as we're looking in this matchup, Kamikaze's really looking to start making a comeback in the standings and set themselves up for later in the season. And Rectify Reapers willing to prove that their 2-1 record is the real deal going forward here. So as we start that off, I will jump into lobby as we will be waiting on players until the top of the hour. So just getting everything set up. Alright, and now we should have everything set and about ready to go for this one. So waiting on players as we said, but Rectify Reapers up against SE Kamikaze today. Looking for a good matchup between these two teams, as this is some tier 1 Rocket League. You are seeing some of the best that there is to offer. So looking into the match today, we'll have to see where everything ends up taking us. As talking with the players right now, trying to get them ready to make sure that everything's up and good for them to join the lobby. So we'll see from here as we go forward. Games should be starting up in about 2 minutes if all goes well. Obviously, certain situations can prolong it, but for the time being, we are looking on trying to get this thing started up right on the hour. Looking like we might be a little behind, but we will see here once players get in lobby or I get more information on whether anything else is needed. No, it looks like players are able to join, so now we will be waiting on the Rectify Reapers, and then we should be all good to get this game up and going. There come the Reapers into the lobby, so should be good. A little bit of a mistake here is currently this account does not have chat on it, but they are going to be up and going here. So starting off right off the kickoff, jumps back, looks like it comes in a way. SE Kamikaze kind of ends up getting to take the possession forward up the field. Tempest is going to eat that one, puts it up the midfield, met by Hodgelodge. Hodgelodge puts soft off the wall. Critter jumps in, ends up putting it back downfield, leaving Escobar alone on defense. Escobar meets it well, ends up getting up the wall. Hodge looking for a pass out to Panda. Panda ends up being met by Escobar, and it goes into the blue side corner. Panda then launches down the field where Epic deals with it and puts it in the corner lightly. Panda takes a shot across, met by Tempest with quite the save to start off this game. Tempest 50s on Critter and ends up putting it back into the blue side corner. Hodge tries the slow play, gets a quick touch out. It looks like met 50 all the way down the field with Panda in them. And Panda out to Critter. Critter with the shot, met well by Epic and then put to the side by Tempest. As Tempest puts to the side, Hodgelodge takes it. Looks like Epic goes middle boost right here, trying to hit him with the pass. Not quite. Critter meets it. Looking back for Panda. Panda's in the corner. Epic takes possession, tries to get a quick play center out to Escobar. Escobar with the shot, saved by Hodge. Even gets a redirect, and that ends up getting saved by Panda. Turned on at midfield by Tempest. Tempest back into the corner, playing it across out to Panda. Panda, as Epic gets a piece of it, bringing it back to where Escobar can take this ball. Escobar tries to play out towards the center. Looks like not quite happening by himself. Hodge then taking possession, but it's met by Tempest for a 50 back into the half. Then shot out. Hodgelodge tries to jump on that, not quite getting a piece of it. And Escobar is able to play it up. Critter looking for a play off the wall to himself. Not there. Tempest takes possession. Tempest tries to flick one. Quick pass on 150s. Another high in front. And Epic with the shot, but met insanely well by Critter. Somehow he got a piece of that. Escobar trying to go off the backboard again, but now it's off Tempest. Tempest to the backboard. That one's down to Panda. Panda gets the touch, but then it floats out to Epic. And Epic's going to convert on that one, and we get a 1-0 start for the Rectifying Reapers right off the start of this game. 2 minutes in. The next 3 minutes, can SE Kamikaze fight back, or will that be more of the Reapers' offensive possession, kind of taking it with a lot of pressure? Hodgelodge right off the kickoff ends up winning it, taking it himself, and putting it into the net for an answer. At this one, we have a 1-1 game. 3 minutes left. Coming back to it. Going in at the kickoff, Epic and Critter. Looks like this one's going to shoot back. Panda takes, but then Escobar tries to go off wall. Doesn't quite get a piece of it, but that will go down to Epic. Epic plays the corner. Hodgelodge plays, once again, met by Epic, who plays it there, but not much. Tries to cause some disturbing among the defensive line in front, but not quite getting it. Escobar goes out to Tempest. Tempest tries to shoot, but Hodge is ready for that one. With a great demo by Tempest to open up the net for Epic. Tempest saw that play coming and ended up catching the demo basically out of midair and ensuring that that one was able to go in and that Panda had no chance. Back to the kickoff. Reapers with the 2-1 lead. Here we go. Hodge jumping in. Not quite the same result on this one. Won it towards Tempest. Tempest with the demo on Panda, but that one Critter is there sitting on it. Jumps up high. Critter plays out center. This is between Panda and Escobar. 50 down back into the corner. Epic's going to beat Hodge to this one. Up for Tempest. Tempest with a quick shot, but Hodge is there. Tempest able to play across. Panda going to the far side corner. As it comes across, comes center. They're waiting on it, but they do end up getting the last second stage on Epic out of Hodge and Critter with a joint team effort there. Off the backboard, floating high. It just seems like right now Kamikaze does not have a lot of boost, and this is looking like it might punish him. This Epic sends one off the crossbar. Tempest takes it and ends up putting it in, and that will bring it to a 3-1 Reapers lead for right now. 2 minutes left in this game. There's still plenty of time for either team to make a lot of plays, but we are seeing early that it does look like the Reapers are able to just kind of take a bit more of an offensive zone control, and they are really using that backboard to their advantage. Critter takes kickoff, wins it relatively clean, able to bring it into the other team's half. Panda tries to play out up to Hodge. Hodge ends up taking what looks like a little bit of a fake there, and then Critter plays out, and it's met by Epic. Epic hits it back into the half. Hodge takes, and here we are seeing some relative slow play off the backboard. Hodge trying to play to himself, met by Epic with the save on that one, making sure he had the read. Tempest demos Panda to try to get rid of the pressure in front. Critter tries to make a corner play by himself, not quite. Escobar plays out, was looking for Epic. Epic jumps here. Is he going to get a read? Epic down to Tempest with Not quite able to convert on it, otherwise that would have been a nice little passing play that they had there. Hodge plays over to Panda. Panda plays high, and then Hodge takes off wall, back down to center, but Epic's there waiting on it. Escobar takes next touch, and then over to Tempest. So Hodge flies in on Tempest. This one leads it with Escobar off the backboard again. This one's met by Critter to make sure the quick clear. Hodge is looking for it out of the corner. Does he have the play on it? Not quite, doesn't quite get there. Tempest takes it, and will take possession with about 50 seconds left in this one. 2 goal difference for Reapers. They're sitting in a relatively good spot. Critter with the quick touch up though. Hodge going in on this, out to Panda. Panda not quite. Escobar is there for it, making sure he shuts that down. Critter off of the ceiling for this one, tries to get it, but not quite looking. Tempest looking, not quite. Panda out to the center, up to Hodge. Hodge is not on it. Critter with the quick off the backboard again. Tempest all the way downfield. Escobar is up for it. Escobar with the redirect on the pass from Tempest, and what a goal that was. That probably is looking like it should just about seal this one up. Obviously, you never can be for certain in a game like this, but this is probably looking like game 1's going to end up going to the Reapers. Here we go once again back at the kickoff. Here's where you're going to need a little bit of magic if you're SC Kamikaze if you want to take this game. Epic is up, tries to dunk on both Critter and Hodge, but that one is met. Ball comes out to center. Tempest takes, gets dunked by Critter. Tempest is up, Panda is up, everyone kind of running at it. Hodge trying to get a last second goal, but not quite, as Tempest is going to shut that one down. So here we are with the Rectifying Reaper taking a game 1 win. So there we are. As we start this one, Escobar looks like they are leaving the lobby. So I'm thinking that's a remake. I will head on out and make sure I have everything set up then, and we will probably go for the remake real quick. We're going to try to also make sure that we have on chat in game real quick to make sure we are fine on that one. Text chat, allow all, there we go, back. And we can try to start up the, we're going to try to just start up with the exact same name and everything for that one. That way if anyone can somehow guess the pass, we should be fine, but that way we can ideally get a new server for this one and not have any problems. As it looks like everyone is in here. Alright, for some reason it is not letting me type, so as the players do join the lobby though, so we should look like we are up and good. Let's keep an eye on it this time. It looks like it is not going necessarily Critter's way for internet this game, which makes this a little hard when you get servers against them. Here we have Epic playing across. Escobar tries to meet in the corner, not quite getting on it, but Epic does take control of it. Comes back out, Hodge plays. Offside wall lightly, ends up 50 with Escobar, but 50's well. Shoots across, Panda should be able to get a read on that one, ends up leaving it behind for Critter, but Epic meets Critter and ends up playing back towards the corner. In the corner, Hodge Lodge ends up taking. Trying to play out towards center. Escobar has it where he meets Hodge but plays high. Epic is floating with it, ends up doing a nice little air dribble to make sure that that one fully comes all the way across the net. Hodge with the high hit, Critter able to meet it, just in time. Critter puts it home off the backboard hit from Hodge. They send the house on that one and end up converting. So everyone seems to be near or around that net for SC Kamikaze on this goal. Obviously, we do not like to see high pings in the games, but right now that currently is the situation. Just played off the kickoff. Critter meets it well as they play it on out. Going through it, Hodge looking for it, meeting him, 50s it directly. Critter with the shot, but Epic is there to be able to sit on that one. Hodge takes the play, is looking for it, flick, Tempest meets him there, it comes back down. Looks like Panda should be able to get a touch on this one, not quite. Maybe he was trying to leave it for Critter. And then as it comes back to the far corner, Escobar is trying to look. An odd hop up, doesn't quite look like it's in a danger zone, but Epic does end up playing it back towards center. Tempest takes, and it is in that awkward spot right in front of SE's goal. Coming up here, Panda with the hit out towards the center, Escobar and Hodge. Hodge ends up beating Escobar, but Tempest is back and ready for that one. Real quick, comes back out, Critter up, Hodge is there, but it does not look like he has the boost, but it does just end up floating in as Critter ends up converting on this one. That will lock in a goal for SE Kamikaze to give them a 2-0 lead in this series. Critter and Epic off kickoff. Critter takes, but it does go straight to Escobar. Hit down by Panda. Tempest also there. Hodge tries to go high. Hodge going for it off the backboard, down and cleared away by, it looks like Tempest and Escobar were both there on it. Critter plays out, going for a little fancier play here, not quite. Panda hits corner, Escobar hits out, that goes to Hodge. Hodge hits center across, which looks like he was looking for Critter, but Critter ends up taking the corner. So Epic tries to air dribble this one with the fancy air dribble right into the corner. What a play by Epic, putting that aerial talent on display, showing that he can deal with the ball when it is in the air with that air dribble. I do end up needing to fix whatever the problems are within my chat, within like my game chat though. Make sure that I have everything up and good so I can see if the players want the remake or not. That is something I should have prior to this game, but I guess when I turned it back on, I didn't quite get it. Panda with a quick shot, met by Tempest. Tempest up to Escobar, and then Escobar plays high. It looks like he's trying to just make sure that he can keep this falling at center, but Hodge does meet it, goes off backboard, takes off backboard, and puts it in a corner where it should be a little bit less dangerous area for him. Tempest back to the corner, met with Critter. As it's slowly rolling towards the net. Up high with the shot across from Escobar, not quite there. Tries to sit on it with the pass back across. Ends up making its way all the way across the net without anyone being able to get a piece of it. Critter plays this out towards the sidewalk. Critter up high, trying to play across, but that will just be met by Escobar, who then tries to play over to Epic. Epic doesn't quite have it. Escobar does hit back to Tempest though. Tempest with a quick flick to beat Critter, and it looks like this ball is still his. He hits off the back, looking for the play on out. Hodge ends up taking that one after it barely gets by Panda. Panda ends up playing to the far corner. Down it goes as Tempest plays it up to Escobar. Escobar with a quick shot. Hodge and Critter both look like they could have had the save on that one, but that save goes to Hodge. And they play it back out to the center, and Tempest is ending up with being able to be there for it when Epic's pass comes back across, and he will put that one back home to make this a 2-2 game. Back to the kickoffs here, as this is all tied up with 1.5 minutes left in this game. Goes where Hodge ends up getting possession. Hodge with a quick flick by one. It's up into the air, met by Tempest as this one's played on out. Critter will take this one, tries to go up high. Looks like he's getting it by a lot, but then gets 50 to cross. Goes to Hodge. Hodge sitting on that wall. Quick down, tries to play out center. Epic gets a piece of that one. Is met by Panda, where they both take. Plays out to Critter. Critter off the back wall into Panda. Panda with the 50. It's up high. Epic does get a good touch to put that one away from any more SE Kamikaze attacks. Going at it. Hodge with the squishy save on out there to make sure that that's not a problem anymore. Epic with the play in his own half. This looks like it's going high to Panda. Panda tries to get a touch across, doesn't quite get it, and that will land at Escobar. Escobar with the flick, met by Hodge. Hodge and Epic in the corner. Epic will try to go for a quick pinch on it to play it on out, but doesn't quite get there. Escobar with the quick play, doesn't quite get a touch on it. Tempest follows up, not quite enough to be able to put it back home. Epic off the sidewall here, looking for it, tries to 50, just 50s back to the corner, and Hodge will end up taking control of that one, hits it high, looking for Critter. Critter off the backboard, out to Panda. Panda with a quick attempt at a shot, but doesn't quite get there. Looks like this should just be Orange's ball to take. Escobar off the side, then back out, tries to play center, doesn't quite get center. That's probably going to drop as Epic kills it. We are heading to overtime in this game too. In game 2, Hodge met right at the kickoff. Epic takes it, plays off backboard, tries to play out center. Panda with the touch, hits Critter. Critter with a quick play downfield. Escobar is there and ready for it, hits it back across. As Panda ends up taking this one with the 50s. And then Epic plays back to the sidewall. Sidewall as Critter hits it back down. Sitting at mid, Tempest takes control of it here. Tries to play off the blue team's area around the net, not quite there. Escobar going high for it. Critter meets him well. Down to Hodge with the touch from Epic. Hodge trying to make the play on it. Tries to get the flick, not quite happening. Then tries to go bump, but Tempest is able to handle it beforehand, make sure that that can't quite happen. Critter comes across to Hodge, not quite able to convert on that one as he was met in front of the net. Escobar plays on out, and it's going to be continuing onwards. Critter goes to the far orange side corner, looking at it. He has it where he plays out, not quite there. Escobar hits, Panda meets him to keep it inside of the orange side half. In the orange side's half with a quick redirect by Escobar, and what a redirect on the pass from Tempest to put that one away and make sure that they end up taking game 2 as well. I'm going to quick jump into my settings and make sure it should have allow all, and this time I do see it. I see the GGs, so if we are going to do anything with that, let me know, and I can go for another server if we need. Otherwise, if we're fine with this one, we can continue on. As we will update it to orange win 2. We come back to this one. Alright, and then we will jump into this third game. As we saw in game 1, it looks like the internet was not in favor of them. So that ended up being the case. And then now we have it where we are joining into game 3 here with the Reapers having a 2-game lead at this point, 2-0. Last game was definitely a very competitive showcase where a lot was out there and both teams played very well. So if we can get another game like that one, that will definitely be the case. Pops high off kickoff. Escobar hits off backboard. Looks like Hodge should be able to take this one. Gets a beat on Epic. Then Tempest shoots towards it. Critter tries to take it. Takes it right off the bat. Hodge with the demo. And that will set Critter up for this goal right off the start. So here we go. 14 seconds into this lobby. A fast-paced game. Hodge opens up the net with that demo. And Critter is able to put it back home with the air dribble across map. Going back to the kickoff once again for seeing as game 2 where SC Kamikaze get the early lead here. Playing out high, Tempest tries to play down. Critter tries to play center, not quite there for it. Epic's going up, Hodge is sitting on it. Ends up going into a 50 towards the corner. Hodge plays this ball on out. When he plays it out, met by Escobar. They're trying to play off the back wall again. Panda is up for it. Epic with the quick beat on it, doesn't quite hit net, beats them all though, ends up putting it continuously in front of the center with pressure, pops it up to Tempest. Tempest tries it off back wall. That looks like there's not quite as much pressure on that one, but Escobar reopens up the pressure from the Reapers here. Looking on it, Epic tries quick turn, not quite there. Tempest plays back corner as it takes a funky hop towards the front of the net, and then it ends up just being hard to deal with, and Tempest is able to put that one back home after that. It's an unfortunate kind of bounce there where the misread caused a little bit of havoc in SE Kamikaze's defense there and made it where it opened up the net for Temps to put that one back home. Back to the kickoff circle. We go 1-1. Just a little bit more than a minute played in this one. Goes towards the front of the net. Critter hits that one out. Panda with the bump. Not quite a demo there. Tempest plays high. Tempest with the quick play tries to shoot it. Met by Panda and Hodge. As Epic plays to the corner. Tries to play out center. 50's across. 50's towards the center of the field. Escobar tries to play. Met by Hodge. Hodge plays to the near corner. Looking for a quick disruption among the orange side goal line. Escobar with a quick little touch to beat that. Over is almost met by Hodge, but Tempest is able to take that kind of odd touch from Panda on the initial save from Escobar's touch towards their net, and Tempest is able to beat Hodge with it. Back to the kickoff circle. The Reapers have a 2-1 lead in this one. Going with it. Critter tries to jump on this early. Gets it where he tries to send it across, but Epic once again shows he does have a prowess in the air to make sure that he can get rid of that. Escobar, once again, this guy is on with his redirects today. He is making everyone look insane. He is just hitting every redirect. Tempest and Epic got him just know to keep throwing it up to this man, because he's going nuts with the redirects here. So seeing it yet again. Epic plays out, playing for it, met by Critter as this one goes in the far side corner. Escobar tries to play towards center. Panda with the read on out, plays it on out from here. Tempest plays high, and he ends up meeting Hodge. Epic and Critter 50 across. Panda tries to play up, looking for Critter. Critter not able to quite overtake on Escobar as this shoots back down towards SE Kamikaze's half. Escobar plays towards corner. As that shot shoots out for Epic to get it, he goes for a bump on Panda. Tries to cause some disruption. Hodge and Panda playing forward, not quite looking like that's going to end up working, but we're trying to go for a bump play where they could open up the net. Critter met by Epic. Epic plays on out. Escobar looking for what looks like a double, not quite getting it, but it does end up going out towards center as Tempest does put that one, shoots it back on the net, and that will end up falling as that goes for a 4-1 Reapers lead here, where it looks like they are kind of being able to take this one over. As there is a little bit more than 2 minutes left though, maybe we can see the comeback out of SE Kamikaze. You never know with stranger things happening. So Escobar takes this one right off the kickoff, tries to go high, beats Hodge quick with it, and ends up putting it in the net. That will be 5-1 right off the kickoff, goes to Escobar, and he converted in the one-on-one with Hodge. Back to the kickoff circle. Here we are. Panda plays it, goes out to Tempest. Tempest throws it up as Escobar's already up, but this time Hodge jumps on it and makes sure that he gets a good piece of it. Hodge looking for it, trying to play it. Hodge says, I'll take some of that action right back and I'll throw it into your net too. With that nice one, he beat two with that flick, so he says anything you can do, I can just do it well. So there we go, as that puts it to a 2-5 game. It is, though, unfortunate for Kamikaze, down 3 with 2 minutes left, so they're going to need a little bit more action like that one. Here we go, back to the kickoff. This one's lost back quickly. It looks like Panda should be able to get a piece of this, but then Escobar meets. This goes up to Critter. Critter plays off sidewall. Epic is there for it. As Hodge takes this one out to center, so plays it high, ends up going back, plays it that. Back to center. Hodge with a quick pass upfield. Looked like he's looking for Panda on this one. Panda ends up not quite beating Epic, so Epic takes this the other way, looking for the double touch. Doesn't quite get it, but he was trying. Hodge and Tempest meet at the midfield. End up playing forward. Panda plays back down. Epic takes. Epic off one, not quite, so this will go to Tempest. Tempest playing it around. Critter is there for it. Plays it back to the corner. As they play high, Epic does jump on this one, tries to play out to himself with the fancy corner play, plays it out of the corner and just reads it well, puts it home on that, like, just quick pass to himself off the corner, jump off the wall and make sure he executes. Another good goal before the Reapers there, where they're honestly having quite a day with them. Going for Escobar and Critter off the kickoff. That one's coming straight down, but Epic does meet it. It looked like it was heading towards the goal. Panda meets in the corner. This is kind of odd. Is Epic and Tempest, they threw it on, and Tempest ends up scoring with that one. And at this point, it's kind of looking like a send the house from Kamikaze. Is they're gonna need a lot of things to go their way in order to come back from a 2-7 with a minute and 4 left. Ideally, at least we can see the gameplay from game 2, where that way it keeps up with competitive games and making sure everyone has their way. Obviously, it's also unfortunate for Critter if he's having ping issues today. That's not quite going well. Escobar tries to play high, looking for a ground pinch maybe, as it shoots back out towards center. This one's coming back to Escobar. He plays, Critter pits out center. That looks like Panda or Hodge, uncertain at this point. Critter with the touch, tries to play it up for a shot or to Panda, uncertain of that one. But he ends up going. He plays down, and Hodge and Escobar meet at midfield. Here we are with this coming back. Critter on the attack, throwing it towards the net. It does bounce out high. Panda with the scoring opportunity. Tries to play it to Critter. Not quite there with it, where they were not looking like they were on the same page with that one. So not quite the scoring opportunity. Epic plays out. That will be met by Hodge. Hodge quick takes it, plays towards center, and it's not necessarily there. Panda taken in the corner with a quick shot. Tempest is able to read it up high. Escobar and Epic were heading at that one. Both of them are able to make sure that they clear that wide. And then with 1 second left, we will watch it drop, and that will end up finishing our series, where we see a 3-0 sweep from the Rectify Reapers today. As you look at it, game 2 really shows, though, that these guys do have the talent in them and everything, where it is something to look at, where I see Kamikaze, well, it might have not ended up going their way. We're really playing with them and making sure that they had everything going fine in there. And then it's just you look at little things like pinning issues, and it obviously makes it hard. So it's well, it does end in a 3-0 sweep for Rectify Reapers today. It is something where I see Kamikaze can build on it and continue to keep playing and ideally have their games go their way going forward. But Rectify Reapers in this one really did put on quite the performance, as you watch with Escobar hitting a lot of great redirects, and then Epic and Tempest were both looking good when they went up into the air. So it is hard to meet a team when they are just on mechanically. So that will about summarize this one, as we will just put it up there to make sure. The 3-0 for Rectify Reapers. And I guess thank you for everyone who came out, watched the stream. If any of the players watch it back, ideally you guys at least have a little bit of fun with my casting. So let me know if there's anything you guys think of, anything like that. I always appreciate feedback. So thank you all so much. This was a great experience getting cast over this one. And have a great rest of your Halloween, what's left of it, and head into your week strong. Bye.